Carlos Prates could not continue his epic knockout streak on Saturday. He ran into a force just a little bit stronger in the form of Ian Machado Garry in the UFC Kansas City main event. Prates sees his first UFC defeat coming by way of unanimous decision in a fight where he really couldn't get going until the later rounds, to the surprise of many. You thought, given all the knockouts, given all the speculation about his smoking and his potential cardio, that maybe he would be much worse off if this fight went into deep waters. Maybe that is why he had such a low output and only a few moments in the early going of this fight over the first few rounds, but certainly had victory within his hands very, very late, but he could not finish Machado Garry there and get the amazing comeback win. It is going to be a learning experience for him, no doubt, but a lot of people had high hopes for Prates. He was getting pushed to the moon with some very, very big rumored or targeted fights in big spots by the UFC. He got one here in this main event against a high-profile opponent in Machado Garry, but he could not come out on the winning end, and we will see how he evolves and improves and potentially makes changes in the aftermath of this defeat. But he is still a very dangerous guy, as you saw late in this bout. I think he will know much better how to compete in these high-level fights now, especially 5-rounders, and you could just pick anyone from the top 15. He is still only 5 fights into his UFC career and already was competing in these type of matchups, so he is here to stay and probably got a lot of big fights ahead and a lot of matchups he is still yet to have, being so young in his UFC career. So I would love to see Prates against any number of guys. You could throw him in there against a Michael Venom Page, put him in there against the winner of Michael Morales and Gilbert Burns, or even the loser, Jeff Neal once he's healthy, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson if you wanted to do something against a more aging opponent. Big time stuff going on at welterweight, and I think Prates only a couple wins until he is right back in this spot, potentially knocking on the door of a UFC title shot.